Yo, yo, yo. How about now? How about now? Okay. All right. We good. Even the music stopped. Music's still going now though, right? Yeah, we good? Good, good, good. There we go. Y'all can hear me. Music still going, Abbott? So I've been having so many. All this stuff that just happened today was operator error. Right, so I guess the one scene that I had it on or something like that, I had my mic muted and stuff, trying to keep it professional. Okay. So yeah, man, it's been Super Fam. I think y'all got a live stream last weekend. A lot of y'all probably didn't get the notice. None of y'all was in here and stuff like that. But Sport Thursday Lynch back in with another freaking video. SFAM said up, salute, stay focused and motivated. Get motivated up in this jank one time. Y'all, it has been a long time. It's been a minute, man. I feel like I haven't really been on YouTube in freaking forever. Like 3 months or something. Like it's been a long time, man. And I'm glad that Dax is up in here, Lombardi's up in here, Abbott up in here. Thank y'all for coming through, man. I appreciate it. Okay. But yeah, it's been a while, man. I just want to get up here and talk with y'all about a lot of things, a couple things, I guess. I don't know. It's strange, but I guess I'm gonna just go. I just go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to Super
Flight
Fam.
Major. It's been a hot minute. Flight Major hooking up the Super Fam 3. Big shout out, Flight Major. I hope that sounded. Hold on a second, man. I gotta make sure. Okay, good. I just want to make sure everything's working. Y'all don't understand what I've been going through this past 3 months or so, whatever the case may be. And Flight Major has been Super Fam for 31 freaking months, man. Freaking crazy, man. Big shout out to Flight Major for that, man. But get motivated. Yes, sir. Good to see you again. We got Will the 946 up in here. James, I'm new to the channel. Love your videos. James, thank you, man. I do appreciate that. I appreciate it. If you know me how everybody else knows me, James, I've really been slacking I'd probably say this last month. If you think about it, I tried something new. I can't remember when I started, but I was trying something new, and I tried to do this for 60 days. It's kind of new, but it's kind of not. I kind of started messing around with the shorts, the YouTube shorts. And what I did was took a couple of my old videos, I chopped them down into 1-minute segments, and I put them in the shorts. Every day for probably 64, 65 days, I dropped a brand new short just to see what YouTube was gonna do. I don't know, I feel like I went about it the wrong way if I'm trying to, you know, put my foot out there and float a little bit. I feel like I did it the wrong way. I probably should have done something else other than some old videos that I've already done. Not really gonna catch many people's attention. I thought that maybe it would do something in the shorts realm and catch people's attention that way. But as far as, you know, as far as the current subscribers, I guess you could say, that we have, I mean, people seen those already. So I don't think it really helped anything for them. So I don't know. I was just trying something new. I haven't dropped I have stuff that I can put out. I'll probably freaking edit some stuff up today, because Household 6 goes to work here in a little while. So when she goes to work, I'm gonna be doing daddy daycare, and I mean, I could utilize some of that time to put some videos out and stuff like that. So I'll probably be editing up some stuff. I may chop this one up and freaking do certain things with it. That being said, I'm gonna record. I gotta remember to record once I start talking about stuff. But yeah, I will probably chop this one up and put some stuff out with it or something like that. I don't know. I'm just glad that I decided to go live today, because it's really been a minute since I've done a live stream and really put out an original video to y'all anyway. Super Fam, I've still been here and there, putting stuff up in the community chat. If you're super fam, which we only have Flight Major in here right now that's super fam, but y'all gotta go make sure y'all check out the community tab on my YouTube page. Let me show y'all, just in case, because I put stuff there for y'all to see, so y'all can come through and come see your boy. Whenever I'm not putting no videos out, sometimes I might throw something up in there. You never know. So y'all gotta make sure y'all are going. Right here, go check out this community tab. Let me smaller myself real quick. Y'all gotta make sure y'all go check out this community tab right here. Y'all got the different home, video, shorts, lives, playlists, community, memberships, and store. Right, I think y'all can go see community. I think y'all probably can go to all of this stuff, but go to the community tab if y'all go check this out. So this one isn't for super fam, this is for everybody, but for super fam, I posted this little picture. This was a month ago. I posted this picture, but I did go live just for super fam. I think last week. I don't think anyone came up in there, and I probably didn't. I don't think I posted it in the community tab, but yeah, y'all go go check for your boy over there. From time to time, I put stuff up in there and all that good stuff. Who is that? I gotta figure some things out, man. A couple other things I've been going through this last couple months, right? My software went down for a minute, right? So when my software went down, just like how y'all seen with the mic, the situation with the mic, I've been having like these technical difficulties. When I did my live stream last week, I think I recorded for like 10 or 15 minutes or something like that. No freaking mic. And it was funny because I tested it before I even started, and I recorded a little video, but the video that I recorded, it wasn't outputting it into YouTube. It was recording it so I could hear it on my computer, the little video or whatever, but it wasn't outputting on YouTube. So technical difficulties with my software probably been another part of the reason why I haven't been streaming and not doing videos, but live streaming and stuff like that. So yeah, Joe Free said we missed you, homie. Man, I missed y'all too, man. And I'm gonna keep talking about some things I've been going through, okay? Lombardi said, do you ever still hear from those who went with you at the Drill Sergeant Academy? Every once in a blue moon, I'll talk to somebody that I went to the Drill Sergeant Academy with, but it's still always near and dear to my heart, Lombardi, because, you know, even like with me being a platoon sergeant, I have sergeants and staff sergeants underneath my leadership, and like they go do stuff. I got one that just got back Monday or Tuesday, just got back Monday from Drill Sergeant Academy, and as of today, I think he's reporting to his new unit. So, you know, it's still near and dear and close to my heart. So, who that? We got Divinely Authentic up in here. What's going on, man? One of my old soldiers used to work with at my unit, man. Hope you're doing good, man. I'm glad you came through to the freaking live stream. I haven't seen you doing nothing new with the clothing, with your clothing and stuff like that. I think I seen one. I think you opened up some more jackets or something like that. You had a new line of jackets coming out, but it's been a minute. That's the Mac being a Mac. I don't use the Mac no more, Abbott. I got a Windows computer now. See? So yeah, rock with your boy, man. Rock with your boy. But yeah, it's just been a lot, man. It's been a lot for me. Let me go ahead and record this. I hope this doesn't mess up my... I have a feeling it's gonna mess up my stream. That's what's up, man. I miss you too, man. I'm just still out here at 50 Boat rocking it out, man. Still at 50 Boat rocking it out. I ain't up to much. But speaking of 50 Boat and speaking about just what I've been going through lately, man, just with being a platoon sergeant, and it's really different, man. It's different than being a team leader, a squad leader. Like, I have so much more stuff that I'm responsible for and that I have to make sure is going how it's supposed to go. And a lot more people that I'm responsible for, man. I'm not just responsible for 4 soldiers or 20 soldiers. Like, you know what I mean? I have upward to near almost, you know, half of a hundred, so, you know, almost 50 soldiers, man. It gets kind of crazy trying to make sure that I'm managing all the standards and, you know, there's safety on top of just different admin stuff that I have to deal with. I can't be out on the line 24/7 with my guys like I want to, making sure everything is going smooth or having my hand in this. I definitely can't all by myself have my eyes everywhere and have my hands in everything. Like, that's why it's essential in the Army, in your platoons, that you have your rank structure. Your sergeant first class is just, you know, I'm responsible for mentoring the sergeants, but at the same time, I'm, you know, the ones who I'm directly in charge of is the staff sergeants. Staff sergeants there have their sergeants, and they're responsible for the rest of their guys, their specialists and below. But the sergeants should really be the ones right there with the specialists and below, hand by hand with them, going through everything that they're going through, man. Then yeah, that was user error. That's what Abbott said when it comes to my computer stuff. Divinely Authentic says, I've got to get some new distributions and fix my shipping issues, but we rocking out until then. That's what's up, man. And I'm gonna tell you, Divinely Authentic. Y'all go check Divinely Authentic. I can't remember what his Instagram is. It's been a long time since I've been up there. In fact, is that him? I think I might be thinking of somebody else, man. No, it is. It gotta be him. Gotta go check him out on Instagram. But yeah, it's just a lot dealing with, you know, trying to manage everything going on in the platoon in my position, and then making sure everybody's doing everything right. Like I said, I can't be hands-on everywhere all the time, and it's just tough, man. It's just, it gets to me when I want things to, you know, to be run by standard. Like, this is the standard, this is how you do it, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, you don't want to be holding the hands. You don't want to hold your hand of the E6s. You know what I'm saying? As an E7, you're not holding the E6's hands. You got to let them run their section how they run it. I'm there for guidance and stuff like that, but I don't necessarily tell them how to run it. I do have an E5 right now. I do have a sergeant that's in a staff sergeant position, so to speak. So with him, I'm kind of holding his hand in a little bit, you know, but for the most part, I let him fly and do his thing and run the section how he needs to. But he comes to me for a lot of questions. It's funny because when I was a staff sergeant, when I was a squad leader, I know that I was doing the same thing to my my one platoon sergeant. He's now master sergeant, man. Sergeant Durfee was one of my good leaders, man, that was in charge of the platoon. He said that, you know, with me asking questions all the time, I'm keeping him on his toes. So I can't be mad when I have sergeants that come and treat me the same way I used to treat my sergeants back in the day. I understand exactly what they're going through, you know. But yeah, one thing I don't want to do is, and I say this constantly, man, I don't want to micromanage. I don't want to have to hold my squad leaders, my section leaders' hands in everything they do. I want them to try to do something on their own. And then if they can't freaking figure it out, that's where they come to me and I'll help them out with it. And I give them guidance, but I'm not there to freaking bark their orders for them. They need to figure out how they want things to get things done. I will give them an overview. Hey, this is our goal for the day. However they see fit to freaking do it, that's how I would rather them do it. I don't want to hold their hand. I don't want to, you know, be stepping on their toes and making it seem like I'm taking over what they're doing, you know. But as a platoon, I do want to, you know, set the climate, set the standard for the platoon, you know. But the section leaders, I let them do their thing. But the one thing that is tough right now is trying to manage my guys when we have like half of the whole platoon gone. And it's because of different details and things that we have. There's a big event that's happening on our army post. And I don't know where they're getting all the soldiers from, but I think my freaking company had to give up like 50 soldiers. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm giving away a third of them from my platoon Not to mention, on top of that third of them that I'm giving up for that detail, I got soldiers that are freaking leaving and going to new duty stations. I got soldiers that are at their freaking NCOES, their school, to help them get promoted as a non-commissioned officer. For instance, I have one that's a sergeant, and he's at ALC right now. I have sergeants that are, you know, just, I have a sergeant that he lost his rank. I had to give him to another platoon, so that's another sergeant that I'm down. I'm just down so many people, man. I'm down so many freaking people. One at school, one's getting ready to PCS, one got demoted. I got one that can't really do much because they're getting ready to freaking med board. I have a staff sergeant that's on leave. One staff sergeant that is not in the staff sergeant position. I got another staff sergeant that is leaving and going to drill sergeant school. I literally only have, I have 3 staff sergeants. Right now I'm operating with 4 staff sergeants. One of them is not in the freaking leadership position. One of them's on leave. So I have 2 staff sergeants. That one staff sergeant not in a leadership position, the sergeant is in his position. There's one other sergeant in that squad. So there's only 2 sergeants in that squad. And there's like freaking, I don't know. I don't want to put numbers out because I don't want to like put my capabilities out there and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And it's just tough to manage. It's hard for me to keep in a good headspace when I know like there's just so many things that freaking happen, man. So many things that freaking happen. We're trying to prepare to go do training. We're going to leave out of state and go do training. We're trying to prepare for that. While we're trying to prepare for that, we're having like a maintenance action week, right? Maintenance action week. So we are trying to get our equipment up and running so we can go do the training. We don't even have, it's just crazy. It's crazy the amount of equipment that we have that we're going out there with. It's broken. It's just crazy. On top of that, like I said, so many people are on leave at school, on pass. They get these re-enlistment passes. If they re-enlist, they get like 8 4-day passes. So all these re-enlistment passes, schools, I got soldiers that just freaking don't want to be in the army and they're trying to find every freaking excuse to go home for the day. And it's just crazy, man. I'm looking at counseling packets. Counseling packets look like trash. I've talked to my leaders about all this stuff, man. I've talked to my NCOs about all this stuff. I'm just letting y'all know where I've been and where I'm coming from with all this stuff. Everything's been addressed. I don't want y'all to think like, oh, Sergeant need to fix his freaking platoon. Sergeant needs to fix his platoon. I got stuff underway, man, and things are happening. And Divinely Authentic says he's praying for me. I appreciate it, man. Sounds like the recruiters need to do up their game. Yeah, it's not even some of this stuff can be mitigated, can be handled. But what we have to realize as leaders is that our job is to develop, man. Our job is to develop, right? Just imagine all the deficiencies that I see in my platoon with my leaders, and I don't say a word to them about it. I just like, oh well, whatever. Just imagine that, man. Like I'm not, if I don't say something, I'm not doing my job. I'm not developing them. I'm not giving them that feedback that I know from experience of things that could work. Certain ways to do things. They can't figure out how to do something, I'll let them know the way that I would freaking do it. You know what I'm saying? So if I didn't say anything, I wouldn't be freaking doing my job. It's my job literally to point out the deficiencies, make the freaking corrections, help these guys to be better where they're lacking. You know what I mean? Answer any questions that they have. Continue to lead, coach, and mentor them. Make sure they understand the plan of action. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my job. If I don't say something, then I'm not doing it. And I don't. The one thing that I can't stand, the one thing that I don't want my platoon to look like is that we don't know. I don't want us to look like we don't know what we're talking about. I don't want us to look like trash. I don't want us to look like we don't know what we're doing. That's it. If we can even if we could fake it until we make it, but we look like we know what we're doing, then Because if somebody is observing, if they're supervising, if they don't even really know what they're supervising, but everything looks good, but I know in the back of my mind, nah, that's not how we do it. They messing up, but hey, they getting it done. As long as we look like we know what we're doing, I don't really have any complaints, man. I don't really have any complaints. I will address the deficiencies and fix the standard and stuff. Once we do our freaking after action review, then that's when I'll freaking fix all that stuff. But it's just different, man. It's different. And you know, it's really mind-boggling for me right now sometimes. Like, I really get mentally drained up in the platoon office. So many things go on, so many things are happening, so many things pop up in the middle of the day. It's like, what now? Here we go again. Here's some more stuff. On top of all this stuff that we got, now we got to do this. And we got this personnel over here. Now we need personnel to go over here. Just this weekend, just last night. So check this out. We have this thing called gate guard, where we send the soldiers to go monitor the front gate as people come in with their ID cards. They get their ID cards scanned, and then, you know, they're let on post, or if they got to go do the random inspection or whatever, they go do the inspections from there, whatever the case may be. So we're supposed to send soldiers to go do that. We also have this event on our army post that I had to send a bunch of my soldiers to. I don't have, hold on a second. Hey, y'all be quiet. 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 All right, so the amount of soldiers that I have to send on this, the detail for the event that we have going on post, all of those that I sent, because we have so many that are not here, the ones that I sent, all of those that I sent are the only ones that are qualified to go run the front, to go run the gates, right? So last week, the NCO who's scheduling all the soldiers to do the gate guard, because even though we're getting ready to go to the field, right? We're trying to do maintenance to go to the field. We need everybody for that. On top of that, we got this event that we got to do on post. On top of that, we also have to give more of our personnel over the weekend and stuff like that to go do this gate guard thing. You see what I'm getting at? How we have so many different things that we have to do. The dude was making the schedule, and when he made the schedule, he called me up and he said, "Hey, can you spare anybody? I have one slot open. I would normally put this guy on there." In fact, he didn't even say that. He said, "We have one slot open. Can you spare anybody?" I said, I really can't. All of my guys that are qualified to do the gate guard or whatever, they're all doing the sapper detail. They're all doing that. I don't have anybody that I can give you. He's okay. I'm going to reach out, see what I can do. Never, ever got back to anybody and said anything about it. The day before, in fact, last night, it was probably 7 o'clock. It was 1900, right? They're supposed to start their shifts early this morning, like in the dark this morning. Come to find out at like 1930 last night, hey, we have this one slot open, Lynch, your guy's on it, but your guy's at school. I didn't know that he was on the schedule. I didn't know that they put him on the schedule. If I would have known, hey, this guy's on schedule for this, y'all can't put him on the schedule because he's not even here right now. He's at school. He can't do it. So if somebody would have said something to me about it, I could have addressed it and we could have done something. But he didn't say nothing. So last night we're scrounging around trying to find out who we can take off of the post event that's qualified to run the gate, and then guess who's gonna have to go freaking do the post event? I was gonna step up and do it because I know asking my soldiers at the last minute, you know, hey, we need you to go over here and be over here in like 6 hours. You know, it just ain't gonna happen. And I hate putting out last minute. I hate being like last minute stuff with my soldiers. I hate that. I even tell my section leaders, have your PT plan, because you'll see it a lot in the morning time at 0630 formation. You'll see it a lot. Hey, Sergeant so-and-so, lead PT. Dang, I wish I would have known that. Like, I used to feel like that when that used to happen to me. Dang, I wish I would have known last night that I was going to lead PT this morning. I would have a plan. I like to have a plan. I don't like to just come up with stuff off for random. I like to have a plan and know what I want to freaking go over so that I can go over it. I can come up off the hip with it, but I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really like doing that. So yeah, I knew I wasn't going to put any of my soldiers through that. Having them go do this freaking detail and then having to replace someone who's on the detail to go do the gate guard. I was just going to freaking do it. luckily, we found another NCO in the company whose name was not on the list, but they are qualified to do the gate. So that NCO is gonna do the gate. Was gonna do the gate today. But that's just another thing that I'm dealing with, man. Trying to manage my personnel when we have so many different things going on, and then so many different things pop up. It just gets crazy, man. It just gets crazy. Lombardi 1969 said, "Keep the faith." Sergeant Lynch, Divinely Authentic, says, "You're in this position because you're the best for the job. I believe in you and love you, man." I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Flight Major says, "Always lots of tasks." Most definitely. Abbott says, "Isn't that how it always goes? Sergeant tries to have serious conversation with the troops, but LT and XO gotta interrupt." Of course, you already know that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. But Divinely Authentic, I do appreciate your insight on that, because as I go throughout my military career, I really feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be at, like in life, in my career. Like, this is what God has placed in front of me, my road that He's placed in front of me, and I'm literally just walking the road. Like, I really feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. There were a few times where I felt like, I don't know, like I didn't know if this is where I'm supposed to be, because I was going through a lot of stuff. Especially my time as a sergeant. My time as an E5 was probably the worst time in my freaking military career. It's probably the worst freaking time, man. And the same types of things are not happening right now, but I'm starting to get those same vibes of when I was a sergeant. I don't know if it's stress, anxiety, whatever, but it's really something right now, man. I don't know. I don't really know exactly how else to say it, but to let y'all know like what I'm freaking going through. It's wild, man. And sometimes I just can't, but I'm like, why does it have to freaking be this way? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather not go to the field right now with the amount of equipment that we have. If we're gonna focus on fixing our equipment, that's what I want to focus on, you know. But in the middle of us focusing on fixing our equipment, boom, we're gonna have to go to the field or take minimal equipment to the field with us. It's just freaking, it's stupid. And then you hear a lot of the times, "What's going on, Voodoo?" I'm just sitting up here venting, bro. I'm just sitting up here venting. But you'll hear a lot of time. You'll hear all the time, man. Like, why are we being tasked? Why are we being tasked out with this? Can we be protected from taskings so that we can do our training, so that we can do our maintenance or whatever it is that we got to do? It was so crazy yesterday, right? Yesterday, the whole post event that's going on, didn't even get the instant notification. Voodoo, I don't know, man. I don't know if YouTube I don't know. It's different things when it comes to the notifications. So like, I know on your phone, you got to make sure your YouTube notifications are on, like your phone settings, YouTube app settings, I guess. And then on YouTube itself, you got to make sure the notifications are up there too. So yeah, but we always talk about, can we be protected from taskings and all this good stuff? And just so y'all know, like some tasks come down straight to the company. Some tasks comes to battalion, and then battalion will go and source through the companies and say, hey, we need this, we need that, we need that. I just went over this with the ALC class I'm teaching. Yeah, man. Yeah. The taskings and stuff that happens while you're trying to do your training is freaking ridiculous. And then the places where they come from, where you get your direction to go do these tasks. It's different stuff like that, right? So check this out. I had all the personnel from my platoon scheduled and notified, like, look, you guys are gonna go be on the post detail. Y'all are gonna go be on the post event task. Why are they so loud, man? But I told my guys, right, all of them, you guys are designated to go be on the post event for this tasking, okay? Y'all go to the brief, whatever, all that good stuff, right? I have a specific NCO that went there. He gets there, they send him away and say, look, we don't need you. Your name is not on our list that you're supposed to be here, so we're not tracking that you need to be here. Technically, there's basically what I would have got from that was standby. You can go, but you need to stand by for further instruction, just in case. He stands by. He gets called back and goes back. Yeah, because they're kids, yeah. But he gets called back. Hey, we do need you. Get back over here, whatever, whatever. When he gets there, you're not on our list. Go ahead. You're good to go. Go away. At this point, right, he's been there twice. They kicked him back twice. He says, okay, that's whatever. One of his soldiers asks him, hey, Sergeant, will you come to my wedding and be my best man in my wedding? With the up and down coming from this, I can see where this sergeant was like, look, they can't tell me whether or not I'm going to do it. They kicked me back twice. I'm going to assume they don't freaking need me. They kicked me back 2 times. Sure, soldier, I'll be your best man in your wedding. Come to find out, he doesn't go to that the next time they need him, they call back. We actually do freaking need him. And I'm like, they have to make up their mind, and I need confirmation. Do they need him or not, man? I need to know this. Y'all have already kicked him back 2 times. Since y'all kicked him back 2 times, he's made plans for the weekend. Like, he's going to do things. Y'all can't get it right in your mind. He's going to do things. So that comes from the NCO, the detail. We're going to call them the NCOIC of the detail from my platoon or our company or whatever. Come to find out, I need to go meet my XO. Hold on, man. Hold on. Right, so I get a call from my XOs like, Sergeant Lynch, need you to come down to the office, meet commander, whatever the case may be. I get down there talking to see the XO and the commander, and we have the battalion master sergeant. I think he's battalion S3 at this time. We got our S3 who's in charge of, you know, our details and our personnel and putting people where they need to be for certain things and requesting people to go to do this and stuff like that, whatever the case may be. He's like, hey, Sergeant Lynch, we need that guy that we need that guy. We need that guy to come do this freaking detail. And I, with all due respect, Master Sergeant I called him First Sergeant because I know he used to be a First Sergeant. First Sergeant, I got you. Are you tracking that they kicked this guy back 2 times? They kicked him back. He went. They told him they don't need him. He went again. They told him they don't need him, whatever the case may be. So he had to break it down for me, and he was like, let me let you know something. He said, as Battalion S3, he said, what's my job? He said, I told him, I said, you place the personnel where they need to be. You're in charge of, if we have details and stuff like that, like you let us know that kind of stuff. He said, okay. He said, I'm tracking that they need him. I'm tracking that they need him. It didn't come through me, so he needs to go. He needs to go. And the conversation didn't go exactly like that, and I don't remember exactly how the first sergeant had put it, how Master Sergeant had put it. But the way that he said it, he wasn't like pissed or disrespectful or nothing. But I had to just let him know, like, this is messed up, man. This is messed up. They've kicked him back a bunch of times. They've already kicked him back. I don't have anybody else right now that can do it, that can replace him. So he was like, so Sergeant, you know what that's telling me? You're gonna freaking do it. If you don't have anyone else to do it, you don't have nobody to freaking do it. He said, I don't care who does it. I don't care who does it. But if you don't have anyone, and I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? And what we talked about was originally really, even though they put him on there and they took him off, they put him on there and they took him off, like, he was supposed to be there for it anyway. He's supposed to be there for it anyway. So I don't know, man. I tried to fight it with the Master Sergeant. I tried to get a good understanding on how it goes and all that good stuff, whatever the case may be. But he told me, he was like, I need a name in like 20 minutes. So I went to all my squad leaders and I said, look, this is what happened, whatever. Give me a freaking name. I said, give me a name. And nobody would give me a name. So I had to talk to this NCO again and tell him, like, look, I know that they've been pulling you off this freaking thing or whatever. I tried to fight it with this Master Sergeant and get you out of it. But they need you. Whoever's been telling you they don't need you, that is wrong. Like, they do actually need you there, whatever the case may be. So I don't know. It's just a messed up situation, man. It's a messed up situation. What up, Garrett? it's just a messed up situation because, you know, there's the miscommunication. This dude was told he didn't have to be there. He went, didn't have to be there. Went, didn't have to be there. And I forget exactly what the first sergeant had said, but I don't know. Everything that he said made perfect sense. He got 3 rockers. I got 2 rockers. What I'm gonna do? I can't tell him he's not freaking going. I mean, I could have said that, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I want things to run as smooth as possible. They're not always gonna go my way, and it just is what it is, man. But he was designated for it, so he had to go freaking do it. And I told him, I said, but what you can do is talk, because the thing that they're doing over there at the detail is they're working with the people that's on the detail. People have things that they need to go do, or, you know, for instance, they don't have daycare this day, Sergeant. I gotta be here for my kid, whatever the case may be. They're working with them and they're figuring things out. But I think they just need somebody in play. Like, this is our concrete hard person. This is the person that's here for it, man. So I don't know. It's been so much, man. Hope y'all like my cup. Check out my cup. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to stay focused and motivated, but to be honest with y'all, man, when it comes to like this, and I'm about to hit 15 years. In 4 more months, I hit 15 years. 15 years in the Army in 4 more months. I'll have 5 years left until I freaking need to retire. And I think 3.5 years of actual work in the Army, because I can't remember right now how much time you get, but you can get a significant amount of time to retire, and they'll give you extra time to like go to school, do schooling or whatever, other things like that. So, but I'm definitely looking, and I knew Garrett was gonna say it, it's time for you to be an OC. You looking a little stressed, my boy. That's definitely what I'm looking forward to next, to go be a observer, controller, trainer. I think that's what it is. That's what I want to go. That's what I want to do. I hear that it's a pretty smooth job, like to transition out of the Army. I could either do that, or I could stay here where I'm at and see if I can go work at one of the ranges. Go work at one of the ranges. The range at the ranges, their jobs are pretty. I hear their jobs are pretty cushy. They get to chill. It's not, you know, nothing crazy, stuff like that. So I don't know. But I'm definitely looking into something that I can get offline, and I don't even think it's really of being on a line unit. I just think it's the leadership and the details that comes down with whatever unit that you're with. That's what I think it is, man. 2 years out, you can drop your retirement packet. You can do CSP during the time your packet being processed. See, that's what I was thinking, but how long CSP? You can't do 2 years of CSP, can you? Yeah, I was tracking you can drop your retirement packet 2 years out, and as of right now, that's definitely what I'm doing. Two years out, I'm dropping my retirement packet. 2029 is my retirement date. So as of right now, I'm definitely planning to just do the 20 and chuck deuces. Now, my thing I got to think about is, with me right now as a sergeant first class, do I want to push to be a first sergeant before I retire? That's one thing. That would be, if I could get first sergeant, or at least E8, at least master sergeant. If I can get master sergeant before I retire, like, I would be so chill with that right there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I necessarily want to take over a company, only because at the company level, I don't have, you know, I'm not in charge of battalion and brigade and saying yes and no to different taskings and stuff like that. It makes me wonder who is the final word on, yes, we're going to provide people to go do this task. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if I get E8, I'm pretty sure if I get E8, I won't be retiring at freaking 20 years. I don't know. Not the entire 2 years, no. I believe it's up to 6 months, depending on how long the internship is. That's what I'm saying. So, but yeah, Voodoo, I'm like, I just don't know yet. I haven't decided I just don't know if I want to take over a company, man. And there was when I was just making staff sergeant and below, when I was below those ranks, I was like, yeah, I would do it. I would be a first sergeant. But once I became a staff sergeant, and the first sergeant that I had at the time back in my unit back in Fort Knox, looking at first sergeant going through everything he was going through, I was like, nah, they could have it. I don't think I want to be a first sergeant. But it's crazy now because with the first sergeant that I have now, like, I don't know, I feel such a connection to the first sergeant, my current first sergeant. He makes me want to jump back and like be in the seat. But still, looking at like how much training we're doing with the amount of equipment that we have, and no say so or no, we're not freaking going because we're gonna fix our equipment. I don't know if I want to I don't even know if I want to deal with that kind of stuff, man. I don't even know if I want to deal with somebody telling me like, I know it would be in our best interest to just fix our freaking equipment. Why am I gonna agree to push through and go do this training with the minimal amount of equipment, the minimum amount of equipment that it takes to freaking go do it? You understand what I'm saying? For instance, when we build our improved ribbon bridge, we can do it with less than 4 boats, but why? If we have 4 boats to build our improved ribbon bridge, like that's what it takes. We need a safety boat, we need a hold boat, we need to build boat, and we need a freaking we need a safety, the hold boat, really a safety, a hold boat, and a build boat is all you need. But you want to have 2 build boats. You know what I'm saying? You want to have 2 build boats. Why not? It runs better that way. You know what I'm saying? So why would we go out there with 2 boats? Why would we go out there with, I don't know. It's just, and not just talking about the boats, but the rest of our equipment too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. I don't know. I can drop my packet in 5 years, 7 years till I fully retire. Praying God keeps me away from them degenerate soldiers. Hey man, for you right now, I don't know. It just depends. You're gonna have to pick wisely your jobs. That's the next stuff that you want to do, Garrett. You got to choose wisely, man. But yeah, I don't know. It's your troop to task tells them. They're not voodoo. They're not going by the troop to task, and they don't even have to be honest with you. I haven't seen our first sergeant using our troop to task from our last first sergeant. Haven't seen him using it. But I used to have to update my own troop to task for the company. First sergeant wouldn't ask us, hey, who you got going here? He said, this is the troop to task. You have access to it. You're going to go and put your people in there. They're going on leave. They're going to school, whatever the case may be. You go put your people in there. And even with that, voodoo, it's not always going to be accurate. There's going to be people making mistakes, or, oh, I forgot to put that this person is back from leave or on leave on the troop to task. Oh, I got these school dates messed up. Still, it's not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to be accurate. Garrett said, you can, but you shouldn't. You need that extra 10% because of equipment breakdowns quick over nothing sometimes. Of course, exactly. Well, I forget what we call it. We got to have our I forget the word XO be using, man. But yeah, you want to contingency. You want to have your contingency stuff. So yeah, things. That's the thing I don't like. You can operate like this, but you shouldn't because of this. And let me tell y'all something, man. For me, I've been feeling like for a long time we've been doing that. We can operate like this. This isn't the ideal way. We're not doing it the ideal way. But we can, and that's how we freaking been doing it for a long time. And it just sucks. Because when you do it that way and the unexpected happens, then what? When you go out to do your training with the exact amount of equipment that you're supposed to have to conduct the training, and then one piece of equipment breaks, then what you gonna do? You see what I'm saying? Then you gotta figure out, oh, we brought 7 trucks out. Each truck had 1 load on it, right? We get out to the field and 2 of the trucks now cannot freaking operate. They can't freaking lift the loads. So now we have to come up with a new plan to figure out, oh, okay, we're gonna have to drop stuff off at the motor pool and then come back down and pick this up. And then this truck can't even move, so we gotta figure out how to do recovery. Just, that's for example, you know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Skating by on the bare minimum is terrible. Good luck, my brother. Yes. Yeah, I don't know, man. I specifically remember before I went to do my time on the trail, Sergeant Durfee could not wait to get out of that position, man. He could not freaking wait. I just talked to him the other day, and I'm gonna ask him once he left here, what all did he go do once he left here? He seemed like he's been having a pretty good time. I know he's been doing OC for a long time, and now that he's done with his OC time, now he's doing something in battalion. He's Master Sergeant doing something in battalion now, so I don't know. And another thing I've been thinking about lately is I got promoted to Sergeant First Class almost 18 months ago. In fact, it's been 16 months. I want to, what I would like to do is to be a Sergeant First Class for the minimum time needed to be. I want to get all my KD time complete. I want to be qualified. I want to hopefully I get mostly qualified. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not the perfect soldier, and I'm not doing all this extra stuff, so who knows what'll happen. But just listening to my wife and the kid. But if I can get promoted as soon as freaking possible, I mean, to me, that'll be a W right there. That'll be a W right there. I'm telling you, bro, OC is where it's at. I'll tell you a joke, but I won't tell you a lie. I understand. I feel you. And I know that's what you're talking about. Like, that's literally my next thing that I'm looking to do, Garrett. That's literally my next thing I'm looking to do. I just hope that if I do it, like, that's the last thing. What's up, man? Why you got all this water to spray on you? Who sprayed you? Nessa sprayed you?
No.
Who?
Mommy.
Mommy sprayed you?
No.
Who sprayed you?
Mommy.
Mommy sprayed you?
Yes.
Oh, you just said no. Stop crying, man.
I'm gonna do.
Stop crying. Go ask mommy for some juice. I don't got no juice in here. You gonna ask mommy for some juice? Close my door, please. Don't cry, okay? Alright. But yeah, man, I want that, Garrett. I'm looking for that to be like my last duty position. And to be honest with you, next year is gonna be my time to move. If I could sit there for my last 4 years, like, and I feel like you've been out there for almost 4 years, so I don't see why it wouldn't be possible for me. I don't know. Long time no see, Joe Sergeant. What's going on, Kirshner? What's going on, man? But yeah, I'm pushing through. I'm literally pushing like every day. Mentally draining. I get home, I just don't want to do nothing. I just want to chill out, you know what I'm saying? I barely, to be honest with y'all, like I said, I'm trying to say folks are motivated, but I barely even want to do my videos anymore. It sucks, man. It sucks. And I think the videos is something else, but still, it's possible. My 4-year station is coming up in a few months. Yeah. That's Garrett, that's one thing I like me and you, when it comes to like 4 years, like that's my time. I do 4 years, then I PCS. 4 years PCS, except for this last time, 2017. It's gonna be 8 years in one duty station, man. 8 years. So but yeah, I just been pushing through, man. That's all I've been doing this whole time that I haven't been freaking posting any videos. Even after with the shorts, to me was kind of a break from posting videos. So I just took a little break, did the shorts instead. I do have some stuff right here on my phone that I do want to show y'all. So that stuff's gonna be on the way soon. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see what's up, man. We'll see what's up. I'm just, like I said, I'm just keeping it moving and doing what I gotta do to be the best that I can within the best of my abilities. There's only so much that I can do. But I'm trying to do the best that I can, man. And I don't know, that's one thing that I see about being a sergeant first class. It kind of depends on how you are as a leader in general. When it comes to your soldiers, your subordinates, you know how people say like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Some of them can make them drink. Some of them can lead them to water and make them drink. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think I'm built for that. I don't know. When I go too hard out of my, and it's like not in my element, it's not real and genuine for me, it causes trouble for me, man. It's better for me to kind of slow down and think about, slow down and think about what I'm doing. Some things I got it like, this is stupid. I'm not, some things like, I remember when I first took over the platoon, I was making some decisions that some of the soldiers their morale totally went away. And I think a lot of it had to do with some of the decisions that I was making for the platoon, things for them to do. You see what I'm saying? So I have to think about a lot of things. I either have to think about how I'm going to do things or just do whatever I freaking do and I don't care what y'all freaking think about it. There's nothing wrong with feeling that. Like, this is my platoon. I'm doing it like this. You can say what you want. I don't freaking care. If I want to hold a freaking 1300 formation every day, oh well. But my thing is I get in my feelings about how soldiers feel about things. That's not always a good thing. You know what I'm saying? At some point, I have to call shots and make decisions based on what I know is what's best, for this situation and stuff like that. For the mission too. Sometimes I just got to think about the mission instead of actually thinking about the soldiers. I've been told plenty of times in the middle of a mission and I'm trying to fight for the soldiers. Hey, Sergeant, we ain't eat yet. Like, these soldiers got to freaking eat. We got to eat. Go continue the freaking mission. Like, I've been told, you know what I'm saying? It's happened. And then we complete the mission and then we eat. But it still sucks because, I'm trying to put my foot down and trying to say something and fight for the soldiers. But if somebody if they outrank you and they trump you, then they freaking outrank you and they trump you. And it's not at that point, it's not on you, the repercussions and whatever happens after that. If a soldier passes out because they ain't freaking eat, it's not going to be on me because I freaking said something to my leadership about us having to eat. If they want us to continue the mission and we can say, no, we're not going to continue the mission and take that 4856 or that UCMJ, we could do that if we want to, but I'm not trying to do that. So I don't know. I think about it a lot of times. And is this decision that I'm making make sense? Is it stupid? Am I being annoying with it? Sometimes I think about it. Sometimes I don't, because sometimes I have to be annoying with it. Sometimes I gotta be dumb with it to get my freaking point across and to make people see, like, this is what I'm talking about. This is how I want it to be. This is how it should be. This is how y'all should be. Not like this. Y'all are definitely getting by way too much with me not saying something. And if my subordinate leaders don't say something about it, I can ream them for it. I can keep digging into them for it. And if they decide to do it or not, that's what's gonna decipher what I do next. So I don't know. It's just different things. I just know where I'm at as far as the military goes. And I know what I want to get from this as far as personally and family wise. I'm over the games. I'm looking out for myself and the kids. Yeah. And I definitely feel you on that. I feel you. I don't know with you, Garrett. It's just crazy because me and you, we think along the same, but then at the same time we have our differences and it's just like normal people. But me and you are, I don't know. We have that connection, but at the same time our brains feel and we think and feel differently. Sometimes I just need to see where somebody else is coming from. I'll be like, yeah, I like that, and I'll go with that too. And I don't mind admitting that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I need somebody else's point of view to give me a little bit as a guide for me to make a decision on something. You know what I mean? And not saying like I'm not looking out for my kids and what's best for my family and stuff like that. Not saying that. But as a part of my personal goal in the Army, I have to decide do I want to do certain things, and do I not want to do certain things? I know my end goal. I know what I want my next duty position. I'm not sure about my next rank yet. I'm all down for, you know, the family and doing stuff for my kids and stuff like that. My only thing is with my family and my kids, and this is just how I look at it. I know I can look at it differently. But when I get the time to put 100% into the family, to the kids, like that's what I want to freaking do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Right now with me being a soldier, my mind is just, even at home, sometimes it's still focused on like the work and stuff like that. A part of me can't put down the soldier work. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely know how to, I know how to leave work at work and, you know, leave home at home and stuff like that. I know how to do that. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. But sometimes I feel like, what's the point of going 50% if you're not gonna go? You know, what's the point of going 50% at something? Like go 100, go hard or go home. That's what I feel like with the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? And it's tough to go hard at multiple freaking things. Not everybody can freaking do that. And not everybody can do that all the freaking time. You can't put 100%. How do you even put 100% into 5 different things? How do you do that? It's like impossible. You can't have 5 different things and you have 100% in each of them. You're putting 100% effort in all of them. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it is possible. Maybe like to me, an equal balance. Equal balance is where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? But the thing that pisses me off is in the Army, there is no equal balance. Like the Army takes. When the Army needs from you, they take. It doesn't matter if you have a family at home. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. When it's time to go, it's freaking time to go. We got plans in action for that. We got things in action for that. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's no equal balance with the Army. There's no equal balance, man. They take what they want to take when they want to take it. Point blank period. That's how it go. When they call you, you got to go do something, like you got to go. Yeah, Garrett said, I feel you. It's hard to flip that switch sometimes, but I promise you it's better for all when you do flip it. Give 100% at work. Once you get home, give the family 100%. And work gets whatever I have left. Yeah. I feel you. And I agree. I feel you and I agree with that, man. Yeah. I will say it gets tough because once you put 100% at work and you come home and you're just drained or whatever. But to me, that's not something that'll stop me from giving to the family, though. You know what I'm saying? I'll come home and give. I'll give whatever. I'll give the rest of what I have. I'll give everything that I have for my freaking family. You know, if my family was on the line, I'd give it all. I'd give it all up just for them to be able to freaking survive. Just for them to get what they need to get, you know? So yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you on that. But yeah, I just wanted to come up here, y'all. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one. I want to go play some Zelda. I'm gonna go play Zelda on twitch.tv/ThursLynch. Twitch.tv/ThursLynch. So if y'all haven't come to check me out over there yet, compartmentalize. .tv/. Does this work? Let me try this. But yeah, I just want to get up here and do a live stream. I ain't talked to y'all in a long time. I really do appreciate y'all coming through, man. I didn't think that as many people were gonna come through. So I definitely appreciate it. But I'm gonna go over there here in a little while and go play some Zelda. Call me a nerd. You know how I be, man. There we go. There's the website in the chat, man. If y'all haven't come to check me out on Twitch yet, man, y'all come check me out. Y'all are invited, man. I get over there and play video games from time to time and different stuff. What I like to do is like this live that I'm doing here with y'all. I normally go on live over there first, and then you can only see it when I go live, and then you can't see it again until I publish it. But I normally take that, download it, chop it up, and then put it on YouTube for y'all. So, but yeah, Household 6 goes to work here in a couple hours. I think I've come up here and ranted enough. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do as far as videos are concerned with y'all. I do have some stuff to put out, which I will put out soon. But I do want to thank y'all so much. Voodoo, Garrett, Flight Major put in that SFAM 3. Another month of SFAM 3. Lombardi, Divinely Authentic, Abbott, Joe Free, James, Will, Dax, Abbott, all y'all, man. I thank y'all so much for freaking coming through and coming to holler at your boy. I feel like I want to do more live streams, but what I really want to do with the live streams is open up my Discord and like talk with y'all instead of just me talking all the time. I get somebody on the Discord, y'all can hear them talking and everything. Kind of like if I'm doing a radio show and like people call in and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll see what's up, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, man. I love y'all to death. I thank y'all so much for coming through. All y'all who, you know, y'all gave me advice or just showed me y'all point of view, I definitely appreciate it. I definitely needed it, man, because I tell you, I've been going through a lot at work. Home is fine. Everything is good at home, man, except the kids fighting and stuff like that. But no stresses from home. Everything is good. And yeah, I do want to thank y'all so much for coming through, man. I love y'all to death. It's your boy Lynch. SFAM, stand up, salute, stay focused, motivated, get motivated. I'm in the J one time. Y'all come check me out on Twitch in a little bit. I'll be over there playing Zelda. Deuces. Love y'all to death. And we out. Yeah.